Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to go on for a long time. Some of you may recognize this face. This is the face of one of the great public artworks of London by Charles Jagger. It's on platform 1 of Paddington Station, and it's normally referred to as the soldier reading the letter. It's a giant bronze man in full trench uniform, and he's standing there, and in his hands he has a letter. I was asked to come up with the holy grail of commissioning a large-scale popular interactive involving community-wide national blah blah blah. I went to the meeting without an idea in my head. I'd just come off the train. There's the letter. You can see he's just ripped open the envelope. You can also see he's wearing a scarf, which is not regulation kit. Someone must have knitted that scarf for him. I'd come off the train at platform 1, and as I sat down to dinner, I started to have an idea. I was asked to pitch. I said, well, there's this statue. No one knows who that letter is from or what is in it. Why don't we ask everyone in the country to write that man that letter? That was about a year ago. We decided to put that idea within a time frame. We've created a website that exists for 37 days. It opened on the morning of the 28th of June, which, as you will know, is the morning in which Franz Ferdinand was shot in Sarajevo. And the website closes at 11 p.m. on the 4th of August, 37 days later, the 37 days in which we are told we slid inexorably towards the slaughter of the First World War. I invited 50 fabulous writers to get the ball rolling, a deliberately prickly and eclectic crew. Writers as different as Andrew Motion, the ex-poet laureate, Andy McNabb. If you've ever bought a book in an airport with an embossed cover, it was by Andy McNabb. Carol Churchill, Dawn French, Benjamin Zephaniah, Kamala Shamsi, and so on for another 46 glorious names. They all wrote their letters, and then we started talking to the project about community groups and schools and prisons and choirs and anyone who would listen across the country, trying to flog the idea, which interestingly people understand immediately and spontaneously. It's not rocket science. That letter has to be from someone. Why isn't it from you? And the website opened on the morning of the 28th, and it's now, I'm quite busy, so I can't remember the date, but it's not long, and by the time we get home, I think he will have received his 11,000th letter. And I would like to read you fragments of 3 that have come in the last couple of days. I love these. I get to choose. This is from Cornwall. It's written by Samuel. And Samuel's dad had showed him his great-grandfather's medals. And Samuel decided to write to his great-grandfather. Your face that looks out at me is of someone I never knew but whose life has to be part of mine. They said you never spoke of what you saw. You turned away and would not remember. Now, as I hold the medals that came in and never left this small, dented box full of locked memories, I know you. This is from Shane. Everyone's asked on the website, which I hope you'll go home tonight or tomorrow morning and look up. All you have to do is Google letter to an unknown soldier and the website comes up. If you send the soldier a letter on the website, it asks you to describe your profession or who you are in just one word. And Shane's description was sporty. Shane is from Holloway. Dear unknown soldier, well, imagine you could read my letter now and then you could see how the world has come since you were fighting in that war. You may have been unknown then, but not now, mate, because you have millions of people writing you letters in which most of them are expressing their feelings to you and saying how much of a good person you are. Well, if I could meet you now, there would be so many questions I would want to ask you, but for now, here are just 3. 1, what was your family like? 2, what did you like to do in the evenings? 3, who were you fighting for? Not bad, not bad. And this one came in 3 days ago. This is from Colchester. And this is from Patricia, who's 54. So Colchester, she might be from an army family. Date, November 1918. Dear Walter, great news, the war has ended. Date, May 1945. Dear Walter, great news, the war has ended. Date, July 2014. Dear Walter, news not great, war never ends. Oh Walter, great news. You will never be forgotten. That's all she said. So 11,000 of those on the website. And not only can anyone send a letter, anyone can read a letter. All 11,000 letters are publicly there on the website. So the traffic to the soldier works both ways. By the 4th of August, we're going to have the most incredible resource. If someone in 1 year or 10 years or 100 years wants to say, so the centenary of the First World War, what were people thinking? Well, I can't tell you what people were thinking, but I can tell you what a genuinely eclectic and genuinely diverse sample of people right across this country, from Stornoway to Penzance, were thinking. And we want that archive of all of the letters, God knows how many there will be by the 4th of August, to become a permanent national cultural resource. We're going to lodge the archive online in the British Library. Clearly, it's a fantastic way of teaching about the war. It's a fantastic way of talking about the war, of talking about war in general. It's a fantastic way of generating new writing. It's a fantastic way of retrieving and articulating stories in a genuinely and bizarrely popular way. So if I'm here with my colleague Angela McSherry, my producer, where are you, Angela? Angela is there, I am here, I'm the one with the pearls. Please do talk to us. If we don't get to talk to you tonight, then we've got the guest list, we'll be contacting you later to see if our resource could interact with your particular institution or profession. It seems this is an idea that's really hit home, and we want to place it at your disposal. We use the word remembrance as if it meant looking back, but what this project shows, that remembrance is actually all about looking forward. Thank you very much.